Hey, I know it's been kind of crazy lately, but I wanted to meet with you because, well, I missed you. And I'm sick of always seeing something dramatic, and I just kind of want better things for you. You know, it's not really my place, but, Sparkplug, it's been so long. I literally have been thinking of you all the time. No, really, like all the time. I'm not obsessed or crazy, but I'll be damned if I don't at least try my shot. Listen, after what happened with us, I know it wasn't your fault or mine. We were victim of circumstances because there was a lot of things in the way of us being happy. And at the time, I thought you deserved better than to stay with some loser like me. So I went for a walk, and I didn't look back. But my head and my heart were with you. You know why? Because you don't recover from a really, really, really good relationship. And I'm going to be honest, I thought about you a lot. I wanted to make a difference in your life. A big one. And I realized at the time I wasn't mature enough to actually make that difference. Sure, I was in my early 20s, and I really thought I knew it all. But I was still learning. Now, a year later, still in my early 20s, but I'd like to think that I'm more wise, you know? Don't worry about that. I mean, anything else isn't really the focus. It's more about what you want and what I couldn't give you at the time. Not because I didn't want to. God, no. Well, that's one way to put it. I don't want to ramble, but yeah, something like that. You understand, right? I mean, it wasn't exactly the easiest choice of my life, but I'm glad to be back, and, well, I missed you. I hope you missed me too. I mean, not too much, maybe. How'd I know you'd say something like that? Really? You always made me smile back then, and you make me smile right now. So nothing's changed, even though I've gotten a lot better at what I do. I fixated on what I could do. I was on that grind set. I sound so cringe when I say that. Even just hearing myself say it, it's crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put it, right? I pushed myself aside to really take a hard look in the mirror and realized I didn't really accomplish my dreams. Not because I couldn't. Not because there was some iron wall that I had to climb over in some dramatic fashion. It was nothing like that. In fact, it was a whole lot simpler than I made it out to be. All I needed to do, all that was really necessary at the end of the day, was really fixating and focusing, putting my attention where it counted, and self-improvement. I know it might sound like one of those dramatic pamphlets you see, you know, flowing in the wind that nobody cares about. That's kind of like what I was, right? I was trying to sell myself as the best there was. I was faking confidence until I made it. But even after I made it, so to speak, it was only the beginning. I wanted to be so much better than that, you know? I honestly I wanted to be better for you, but also for myself. And I realized something. Not that, you silly goose. I mean, come on. If it was only that, right, I wouldn't have left in the first place. I know we've been keeping contact. It's not like I ghosted you or something. Nothing dramatic, it's just we've been apart for a while. And honestly, I would have took you with me if you weren't so damn distracting. I mean, it's no offense to you, but whenever you're around, I obsessed with you. And that's not really gonna change, even after coming back. I mean, I can't really change how I am. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a simp. A shameless one, and one exclusively for you. And while that may or may not be a good thing, yeah. Beat me to it twice. Huh? Oh, yeah, about that. Thanks for keeping in contact with me. I'm not going anywhere. And while it's been a year of being away from each other, it's not like we haven't had communication. Come on, there's been things in between. We've had our fun times, just not the same way as we used to. But now, all that can change. Now, it can change for the better. No. Don't misunderstand any of this as me trying to make an excuse for why I'm coming back now. I'm not rushing anything, and I'm not taking too much time either. I'm trying to find that balance, right? But finding balance, if you're not there, doesn't really strike me as a good idea, you know? It's just empty, right? Now, I dedicated myself, and those texts that you gave me and those calls meant more to me than silver or gold. And I know that's probably the most cliche way of describing it, and pardon me, but I don't know how else to say. Words are not my forte, but passion sure is. I may be a lot of things, and I may not be others, but honestly, you've always accepted me for who I was. The only reason why I left in the first place is I didn't want to accept that I would just keep being in mediocrity for the rest of my life. And honestly, it was looking like that, where I was going to get so caught up in myself that you and we'd end up, well, mediocre. And that's okay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You're anything but. But the difference is, when there's so much complacency, I felt like I really couldn't spread my wings. Again, not because of you, but because I'm obsessed with you. So taking that distance was as much for me as it was for you. Do you still feel the same about me, even after a year? I sure feel the same about you. I mean, it might as well have been the longest 2 days of my life. That's how it feels, anyways. I hate that we had to be apart, but I know it was necessary. Look, I'm not the paragon of relationships that I never claimed to be. I just want to say that now things will be different. I'm not saying that I have the perfect solution, but I am saying that this time away, it was a big opportunity for me. Being a hero overseas for a year, and that transfer program was crazy. I learned how to use electricity in whole new ways. Call me Nikola Tesla, cause I'm gonna be making you coil. That was sorry, but let's not really let's not get too far into that. How have you been? I know how you've been, because you kept me updated and I kept you updated. So it's almost like we were together. It's just LDRs are difficult, you know? And I missed you so much more than I'm letting on. I didn't want to make it sappy, you know? What? Nah, you're not making it sappy. I understand, baby. It's been too long. I can't get enough of you. And feeling you against me again. Damn, Sparkplug, making me tear up. I can't help it. The feelings just come naturally, you know? But after that opportunity, it's taught me a lot. Not just another language, but more than that, it taught me how to be a better hero. And the concerns I had that I wouldn't be able to protect you from the monstrosities working around here, I feel a little bit more confident, you know? Hey, you can't be protecting me that easy after I just had my training arc, essentially. I know you're no slouch, and you were probably doing the same thing, knowing you. Fess up, were you? Were you? I'm gonna catch you. If you're lying, I'll know you're tattling. Feels good to talk like this and not have to worry about someone listening into a call or some crazy spontaneous worry that came out of nowhere, because as much as my anxiety likes to pop off at the worst times, yeah, you said it better than me. It's just too much sometimes. Oh yeah, these are for you. From the best chocolatier that I could find. Hopefully you like them. But if not, I got a backup. And that's a classic. I love you so much. I really do. I'm so glad to be home. And thank you for welcoming me home. I know it was a choice that wasn't very popular when I left. I know it was rough for you. And I'm sorry that I had to. But if I wanted to have any self-respect left, I have to be at least capable of backing you up. And as it was before, I really didn't feel like I could in the same perspective every single day. I felt like I was getting weaker. Not because I wanted to, and not because of you necessarily, but the same setting, the same environment. I felt like I needed to do something different. And I needed to do it quick. Otherwise, I feel like if I didn't go, things would be a lot worse. For one, we wouldn't have this euphoric reunion. That's right. I called it what it is. Big words are my friends too. Hey, wait. No need to get like that. You're crazy today. Did my coming back make you lose your mind? I'm a little proud of that, not gonna lie. If I can make you feel that much, that's something special. God knows you've always made me feel like I'm special, and I just want the same thing for you. That every day could be special, and a day that you don't want to forget, you know? That way, if you ever do forget, I can remind you about every little embarrassing memory that we've ever had. Like that one time, and fine. I love you. And you know, it's reminding me of when we first met, when that stupid nickname. Yeah. Sorry, I'll still call you it. It's just I guess some days I look in the mirror and I think I've grown since then, and I wonder if it's okay to still use it. You cool with it? Buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget? You know, I worked really hard trying to come up with that, right? I was trying to think of nicknames for you forever. And then I just thought, hey, screw it. What if I just go with the first thing that comes to mind when I think of you? And it really sparked the inspiration, I guess. Unless it's a fizzle out for you. I'm not going to tell you that it's my favorite or my least favorite, because it has a special place in my heart. You too? It's okay. Even if you don't like it for some reason, that's fine too. I mean, I think everybody grows and changes, but you're ultimately the same person you were yesterday. Just with the memories of the yesterday, so that the today is different than the... You know what I mean? Time. Yeah. The look on your face. I know I was talking nonsense, but damn. You're looking mighty fine, you know. With that smile on your face, makes me feel like I'm right at home. Aren't you gonna welcome me home? Come on, officially. Give it your best shot. Thank you, babe. I love you, and I missed you so much. No, I'm not squeezing too hard. Nope. You just imagine it. And I'm definitely not snuggling too much or too close, so you can't complain. My perfect plan is executed without a flaw. I'm sorry. I won't apologize for being so happy, nor for snuggling so much because you asked for it. Hey, no you. I just love you. That's it. It doesn't have to have any complex, storied history or some kind of bigger reason for everything. If I've learned one thing from being away for this year, it's that I don't need those things to justify why I love you, why I like you, why you're my spark plug and my buzzy, beautiful sunshine nugget. It's a mouthful every time. You know what? I think it's time to celebrate. I know there's a million things to talk about, but sometimes it's the lack of talking about it that makes it more special, right? Actions. I know there's that moniker, actions louder than words, blah, 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 yada, 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 but that's not even what I'm saying. I'm just saying you don't always have to say what you mean. You can do what you mean. You holding me like this means more than all the words in the world. And maybe it's love language. I'm not really sure. What's yours? Oh, no way. I mean, that's fair. I don't mind. I think it suits you. In fact, I think I prefer it this way. Knowing that, I hope you know you're not going to get away from me. Now that I know your weakness, you're cooked. What's the matter, Sparkplug? Don't look so nervous. Was it you feigning innocence, and now you're just too strong for me, huh? Too cool for Denki Kaminari now? I'm glad you got more confident. Never stop getting more. Neither will I. I'm afraid you're gonna have to try pretty hard to outcool me at this point. You see the headlines? I made quite a name for myself as a hero over there. You must be conductive, because I can't stop sticking to you like static electricity. I'll admit it was terrible, but you know it wasn't. All of these kisses, the fact that I get to hold you, that alone, that's something that makes me feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And I know I might say that a few times here and there, but I really do mean it. I go back and forth with thoughts of, do I even deserve to be with you, being a simp and all? But I don't regret it. And personally, I never once saw myself getting this involved in love. I always thought it was going to be just me drawing my love into a comic that I then write thousands of chapters until my hands go and turn into stubs and possibly dojins, and go to Comic Cat and sell them all, and yeah, pretty much that. But even if we put that aside for the more lofty goals I might have had, if they don't involve you, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but fine if you're gonna pester me. I'd gladly give up that lifestyle and be your hero. That's good enough for me. Or at least hold your hand. Feel your heart. Feel your lips. Hold you closer. All of those things matter more to me than anything. And Sparkplug, I want to make you coil. The previous joke I know was bad, but I want to be the one that makes you coil. And the one that gives you static electricity. And No, you can't say you hate that. Well, actual static, but my static's kind of cozy, right? Oh, if you're not gonna be honest, then I have to make you honest. Or, well, at least try to. Right? What's that mean? You're gonna make me honest? But haven't I been being honest from the start? Oh. 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 Oh.